I'm CK Jensen. I'm here with my author friend Hannah Melville. Hi. Hannah, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself or your book?
Yeah, sure. So, hi, I'm Hannah. I am a middle grade fantasy author. This is my debut novel, Pilot's Shadows. I started writing this when I was 13, and I just barely finished it and got published this year, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, 2025 releases. We love that. This is my 2025 release, Which is Blood. I've talked about it a lot. And this is my debut, not Which is Blood. All Hail the Queen of Hearts. Bloopers, yay. I want you to chat about our novels and our experiences self-publishing. So, did you always know you wanted to self-publish?
I don't know. It's like, I kind of felt like it would go either way for me. I did like the appeal of self-publishing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to think more on that, honestly. How about you? I'm curious.
So when I was publishing this, I was like, I could go trad with it. I think it has a lot of trad appeal.
Yeah.
And it's less now that it's publishing has been self-pubbed because they don't want books that have already been published. But like, I was like, I want the experience of self-publishing. I want to know what it's like. And I learned I don't like self-publishing. Like, I hate doing all the work. It's too much work. I just want to focus on my writing. I don't want to be in charge of cover design. I don't want to worry about it. Well, the social media stuff is doing TradPub.
Oh,
well,
I guess, yeah, you don't.
But more like marketing help. I want that in my TradPub contract. I really want both experiences, and I think once I have a trad experience, if I hate it, I'll go back to self-pub.
Yeah,
so you can do that.
I think that reminded me what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Just because there's obviously pros and cons to each thing, and I think it's easier to break into the industry with self-publishing because then your book is out, but then like you said, you have to do all the work to keep the hype going.
Yes.
And then with traditional publishing, a lot of the work happens before. I mean, for either there's so much work to put either way. It is a lot of work. So I guess it kind of just depends on which route you'd rather do. For me, I think it took so long to write this that I kind of I didn't want to spend another several months or even years trying to do traditional publishing.
Yeah.
Once it was done, I knew it was done, I got it edited, I was like, okay, yeah,
I'm done with it.
I'm done. I want to write more. What's next?
So that's so bad.
So I think that yeah,
and TradPub can definitely get stuck in the cycle of edits and it takes way longer to TradPub a book, which is why indie pub authors can do a quick release schedule if they want. But it's harder to do a quick release with TradPub for sure.
Yeah.
So on a scale of this is my dream cover down to I would do it differently, where does your debut novel fall?
So for me, this cover, I think it's beautiful. My sister is the one who illustrated it, and we went back and forth a lot. She drew lots of different thumbnail sketches. We developed some. We even worked a little bit with some professional cover designers and bounced ideas off each other, and they did help quite a bit. I do sometimes worry that it still is too dark. The contrast isn't great, or just far away, you can't really see all the fine details. But I think when it's in the light or up close, you can kind of
you can take the expression on there.
Yeah, the expressions. But when it's far away, you can just kind of see people in a forest. So
yeah,
it could maybe be better. And I think with the next few books in this series, I'll really focus on that. How about you? Are you happy with your cover?
This one is the dream cover.
Yeah.
I have a special edition cover lined up maybe. Once I have to put money to publish and commission another cover, because that's another thing with indie pub is you have to put money up front to do it.
So yeah.
And in TradPub, you don't pay anything to get your book published. They pay you to publish your book.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my dream cover for Which is Blood. Aside from the special edition, that was my second runner-up. And then this one is, I love the concept. I'm not super happy with the execution, and there's some bad blood between me and the artist now. Not because of anything work. Professionally, we have a fine relationship. But interpersonally, we don't speak anymore. So yeah,
What I really love about this cover is I thought their book was upside down. I was like, oh wait, before we start filming, you gotta flip it around. But it's not gonna do that.
Card.
I love that.
Fun.
I do. I like the idea of it. If you were to redesign the cover, do you think you'd go with the playing card again?
Yes, I think I would do it a little bit different. I do love the red spine on this.
That is fun. It pops.
I think it's really fun. It looks really good on a bookshelf.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And I love that. I love doing fun spines. There's a blood drop on.
Yes, I love the blood drop on.
You probably can't see it, but
yeah, blood drop is.
Yeah, the same blood drop. On a scale of my villain is maybe competent, but he's kind of funny and sympathetic. So this villain is evil, and I want him to die.
Like, as the author, like, you want the villain to die, or?
Yes, frankly.
Okay.
But also as a reader.
As a reader, yeah.
As a reader or a writer.
Huh.
This one is definitely over here.
Okay.
This one's more over here.
So which side?
This is they're kind of competent, but like they're sympathetic.
Okay.
And then this is their evil and I want to scare it.
I think mine is pretty in the middle, and we learn more about like the villain of my story as the series progresses, but I think it is in the middle because it can be a little silly sometimes, but also there are some serious moments. So
yeah,
that's interesting. Tell me what it's like to write like both sides of the spectrum.
Writing a sympathetic villain is very like interesting, and you're pouring your heart and soul into him to make him understandable.
Yeah.
Like the main villain, his like family has died, and he's trying to bring them back. Is he successful? Read and find out. But this one, I'm like, I just want him to be the incarnation of pure evil.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun, like, see how dark my mind can go. Cause
Yeah.
I'm actually not someone who has a very dark mind. Like, I go to my writing and I'm like, hey, I need this to be like 10 times darker. And then they all come with things like that. And I'm like, how did you do that?
Yeah. That's kind of scary.
I was a cinnamon roll, and you can tell.
Yeah. I feel like we're kind of both like cinnamon roll authors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like my story, it is like overall very like wholesome and sweet, you know. I mean, it is middle grade, but there are like some fun dark twists and turns, you know. Like there are some spooky things and elements to the story, which I like.
For sure.
Yeah.
I do have a series plans.
Yeah, I do plan on writing a series for Pilot's Shadows. This is the first book. I actually, most of the, okay, yeah. I do plan on making this a trilogy, and I do have most of it written because I've been working on this for 9 years. And I actually have written out most of the story, and I had to like kind of cut back. And so this is just the first like third of what I've written. And so I kind of have, the rest of it needs some work, but I'm really excited for the rest of it. Are either of your books going to be in like a series or anything?
I'm working on a prequel to this one. I've talked about it before, mostly because my readers really want the Mad Hatter story, and I have the Mad Hatter stories and I want to tell it.
Yes.
He's a character who's very near and dear to my heart. But I'm having a really hard time actually writing it. Sometimes that happens. I think it's the pressure of like, everyone wants it, so I feel a lot of pressure for it to be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
This one, I have a book 2 planned.
Oh, fun.
I've not written it yet, but it's planned. But it's in there. It's in there. I have the title picked out. I have like the general arc picked out. But generally, I don't like writing series because they stress me out. I don't even like
a lot.
I want a series to be all the way out before I read it. Like I just read book 4 in Tomes and Tea by Rebecca Thorne. And I think there's going to be another book, and I'm really mad because it's not going to be out for another year.
That's kind of what I'm experiencing because my book came out this summer, and I've had readers read it and just be like, when's the next one? They read it so fast. I'm like, it took me years to write this, and they read it. Yes, years. And they read it in a few days, and they're like, hey, when's the next one? I'm like, this just came out. Oh, I need to get the next one. Oh, and
yeah. And it's like, now that you experienced that pressure, do you wish you had waited to publish until you had more of the next books done?
I feel like it's in a decent spot. Like I said, I have most of the next 2 books written because I wrote it as a whole, and then I just took the first third, and tried to make it its own cohesive story. And I hope to do that with the next 2 parts of the story as well.
Okay, that makes sense. After I published this in 2021, I didn't publish anything again, like any novels, until 2025.
Yeah.
So I started feeling a lot of pressure because I've been trying to go trad since like 2022 or 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel a lot of pressure to keep putting books out there, but I really would like to reserve most of my catalog for traditional publishing.
That's true, because you said they don't like to publish
books that are already published. Like, you have to be a breakout phenomenon, and they need like Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry was self-published before I was trad pub.
Oh, yeah?
Nice. Yeah, and that book is great, but you have to be like a huge indie pub success to get your books republished.
Yeah.
So, and that's my dream, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. If you had the chance to publish these again for the first time, is there anything you would have done differently?
Yes, I'm working on a list for what I want to do in the second edition of this book.
Fun.
I don't know if I would do anything in this differently. Like, this is I feel like it's pretty accurate representation of my writing skill right now, whereas this is like
kind of older.
This is older. It's like I finished and by like the end of 2020. So I'm like 5 years progress into my writing career.
Oh, yeah.
And like I had one friend go through and count how many times I used the ellipses. And this book is like 190 pages. There's 118 ellipses in this book.
Oh my gosh. So
It's
like
scars.
almost one on each page.
Almost one on each page, which I think is too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would use less ellipses.
And then, but they're so fun.
They're so fun. They're convenient punctuation.
They are. Oh man.
That and M dashes. I love M
dashes.
dashes.
And I hate, not to get into a whole other subject of,
But the AI,
but like, yeah, people are like, well, if it has an M dash, it was written by AI. I'm like, no.
Which is not true because AI imitates writers, not the other way around.
Yes. And I have always loved M dashes. So it's, they are. They're so nice.
Yeah.
That's my favorite punctuation too.
Okay, so M dash is your favorite punctuation. I'm M dash and ellipses. What is a fun fact about this book that most people don't pick up on?
Yeah, so maybe not about this book specifically, but maybe as like kind of, I don't know, there is a bad rep when it comes to self-publishing.
Yeah.
And so I guess something that I wish people would know is that, like, again, this took years, and it's not that I just wrote it and threw it on KDP. Like, it's been through rewrites. I've edited it. I've had professional editors look at this. I have spent so much money, again, with like, when it comes to traditional publishing, they kind of take care of the copy things. But self-publishing, it's all on you. And so,
And like,
it's expensive.
yeah, there's absolutely a stigma with self-publishing.
Yeah.
Which, like, it's sad because I read so many indie books that I'm like, this is better than a trad pop book I've read. But also, trad books are, like, better than some indie books.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a hard place to be in for an indie author. You just have to show you're, like, really putting in the work, especially in the age of AI.
Yeah, in the age of AI, and then when publishing is so accessible to everyone, it's amazing. With like anyone can write a book and put it on Amazon, but also like
anyone can write a book.
Anyone can write a book and put it on
Anyone
Amazon.
can put prompt into ChatGPT, call it a book, and put it on Amazon.
That's so
dumb.
It's evil, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think people don't realize that
The work and money that went into it.
Yes, because this has gone through rounds of professional editing. Like it's not just something like I started writing it when I was 13. But it's changed a lot since I was 13.
Yeah, and it's a lifelong passion project.
It is. This is my passion project.
Yeah, I love that.
That's fun.
You say you have a lot of ideas on the back burner. Do you have after you finish this trilogy, do you have a favorite idea you want to work on?
Oh, it's hard because I have the books in this series, and I even just like in the world of this book, like I have like spin-off ideas I want to do, but outside of the world, of the fractured domain in Pilot's Shadows, I do have some other ideas, kind of more, fantasy.
Yeah,
I love fantasy,
I love fast. I keep playing with the leaves. You can tell I'm ADHD. Just sick. I can't stop picking up the leaves.
Helicopter leaves in the best.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me that you always wanted to ask me?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know that I have any questions that I always want to ask you. I might have asked a lot of them already.
Yeah, for sure.
It's something said.
Okay, this is a fun fact, but CK was kind of like a celebrity to me. And so it's just funny that I've met them at a few different conferences and events, and I was just always so excited to see them, and now I'm friends with them.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. And I feel awful because I was FaceTime someone the first 3 times we met. I didn't realize I'd met you.
That's okay. It's okay.
And I felt so bad about that because every time you were so excited to come and see me, and I was like, do I even know this girl? It was so bad. This happens to me all the time being Facebook.
Yeah. So I guess, do you have any authors that you kind of like local authors?
Oh my God, Jessica Day George. She's her.
She's cool.
She's so cool. I love Jessica Day George. She's one of my writing heroes when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Let me think other local authors. I mean, shout out to DC Wynters, my writing bestie. Listen to our podcast from school. My leg is so sleeping it hurts.
Oh no.
No. Other local authors I want to be besties with. I don't know. I host a local. When I lived in Utah, we're in Utah right now. I'm visiting Utah after I moved to Idaho. I hosted a local writers dinner, and I feel like all the local writers who I really looked up to would come to those.
Yeah.
And even writers that are unpublished that I still really look up to, I would have them come over. So I don't know. I really value the writing community and my friends that I've built here. Because I think it's generally so supportive and everyone is so willing to share their knowledge.
Yeah, they are.
So, and everyone is so willing to vibe and hang out. So yeah, I think I'm just really thankful for people who make repeated contact. Yeah. Who are willing to oh my lips are falling asleep.
One at a time.
Just as out my body actually. I'm really thankful for people like you who make repeated contacts with me to get over and past my face blindness and over my social anxiety, so I can actually make friends with them.
Yeah, and I appreciate you being willing to be friends with me.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, you're so cool. So
it's wild to me that you thought I was so cool because I'm like, I feel like I have like RBF, like resting bitch face.
Oh, right, yeah.
I feel like I have like a little RBF because of Ethan in my writers group. He would find me on campus and be like, "Hey, Rin, how's it going?" And then I'd be like, "Who are you? Who is this?"
Yeah.
I literally know you. He talks about this. I'm like, yeah, I remember when Rin was like still learning my face. They would not recognize me on campus, and it was so funny to me. And I was like, "What did I do?" But he's like, "Yeah, Rin would like look mad at me."
Oh, no.
And I was like, "I was not mad at you. I just had no idea who you were or why you were talking to me." And I was like, "Why is this man talking to me?"
Nice. Oh, look at the honeybee.
Just look at the dandelion.
Oh, cute.
Hello, Fred.
Like-
This is the end of your season, huh? Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Hannah, where can the people find you?
I am on getting more set up, but right now I am on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. It's the same, I guess, tag on all of them. It's at hannah.melville.author.
Sven, how about you? Well, this is my channel. You can find me at CK Jensen Author wherever you find social media.
I'm trying to think of like a really obscure social media that you wouldn't be on.
I'm on Tumblr, so.
Okay.
I'm on Tumblr. I'm not on Mastodon, I will say that.
I haven't even heard of it.
It's a Twitter alternative.
Oh, okay.
I kind of hate the Twitter alternatives because they're so bad.
Yeah.
But you can buy our books on Amazon. Do you do Barnes & Noble?
Working on it.
Working on Barnes & Noble. Like mine. You can also buy mine at my website, ckjensenauthor.com. Yeah. That's all I've got.
I think so.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Bye.